when we came up to this house, obviously we had to deal with some code violations, and a lot of times when you go out to these houses, there's other problems that happen. Here's a perfect example of we're getting ready to go up to the door, and a guy ended up running into the house and out the back, basically. So the guy is on the run somewhere in the neighborhood. It turns out these people actually knew who he was, and when dispatch ran the name, he has a felony warrant for his arrest. Supposed to be some armed and dangerous gang guy. Supposed to maybe have a gun on him. So we will look around for him. Hey, do you know the guys that live right next to you, right here? Do you know the people who live right here? No?
I'll talk to them people.
Good day. Most people, or a normal person, would be like, as they're at the front door, if they live there, or they're like, what are the police doing here? And they would stop and they would come out to the police, or at least stand at the front door. Whenever anybody sees the police and they go inside right away, it's right away a red flag. Okay, I'm going to stay in the area and continue to look for him. He's probably at some point going to head back to 2305 Carlson. I don't think he knows I know who he is, because I got his name from the neighbor. Is that the lady I just talked to? I'm a neighborhood police officer, commonly referred to as an NPO. My name's Duane Boynton. There's actually 4 NPOs in the department. The idea behind the NPO is we don't have to break away from stuff. Our whole job is to address neighborhood livability issues and neighborhood concerns and try to fix them long term. So we can invest a couple hours in a call, a week, whatever we see fit to actually fix that problem. And a lot of that depends on how big the problems become. But our hotspots, places where we continue to have crime, sometimes you'll see us just drive by and make contacts and do self-initiated type stuff.
That's his cool trick.
That's his cool trick, going slow. I think because specifically my job requires me to get out of the patrol car and interact with people. That's part of my job, more so than a patrol officer responding to call, but actually getting out of my car and getting to know people and finding out what they're up to. I recognized a person that I dealt with a couple days before who I knew had a felony warrant, who was having issues other than just her felony warrant, and at that point I felt the only way to actually help that person was to put him in jail. Where sometimes that's what it comes back to, is having to take that kind of hard approach, because that's the only way that they're going to change or learn or get clean. Greetings, everyone. I'm Duane Boynton. I'm the neighborhood police officer. So obviously the things that come up for me are what issues are going on in Meadow Homes, and then obviously I field questions, so if you have questions and stuff. Our job is to be the face of the police department, to build bridges and partnerships, and that includes not just with the community and the neighbors, but also the people that hang out at the skate park or hang out at parks, or the people that are transients and things like that, to have that same approach to everybody, because you never know where that tip or that piece of information that's going to help you may come from. I have 18 different neighborhood associations that I'm responsible for, basically from about Clark College to the mall. Some of them meet monthly, some meet once or twice a year, but kind of my job is to make sure I attend those meetings and hear their issues and complaints, because a lot of times the issues and complaints that come in from the neighborhood association are completely different than what our stats show us or what officers are telling us are the problems. I've been a police officer with Vancouver. I got hired in October of '89, so I'm right at 24 years, and for most all those years, I've been in patrol or doing various type patrol work. And what happens is you constantly deal with the worst in society and taking people to jail day after day. And it's refreshing to go to neighborhood meetings and go to business meetings and meet people in the community that care about the community. So I would say, without a doubt, being an NPO has been probably the most rewarding job that I've had in this police department.